this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you.
Hey everybody, welcome to Jerry and Jamie 2 Up. I'm Jerry.
I'm Jamie.
And we are on episode number 11
Wow.
of our Jerry and Jamie 2 Up podcast. And we have decided over the weekend, we were at a Overland Rally, and we have decided to really throw ourselves into the social media thing a little bit more than we have, believe it or not. And so we are going to be doing this every week, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Not all shows will be live. We'll do some recorded shows and some live shows depending on our schedules and that sort of thing. But just wanted to let you guys know that that we're going to be doing that. So hope you like the new logo. We created a new logo that we have now for the show. And so we're hoping that you guys like that. And if you haven't subscribed,
Make sure you give us a thumbs up, press the bell, do all those YouTube wonderful things, and pass this along to people that you think would be interested in our content. We truly appreciate all of it.
thank you for talking. You got me with my mouth full. So we're just going to go through at the beginning here. This podcast is going to be split up in two sections, right? There's going to be a 2-wheel section and a 4-wheel section. So for those of you who are interested in the overlanding stuff and the camping stuff, you can watch that. Or if you're into 2-wheel stuff, you can watch that. Or hopefully you watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
But, that's where we're going to kind of look at today. So going forward, I hope everybody can hear us and see us. It looks like everybody's okay. Give us a thumbs up or comment or something about if you can hear us and make sure everything's okay there. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. And the first thing we're going to go to is this is the 2-wheel section. Jamie and I, where were we at?
That is up in Washington.
That's right. We were in Washington.
We were with Bob.
And Bob Graham, shout out to Bob Graham who hosted us there. So, but that's our 2-wheel thing. So as many of you know, I went on a 15-day, 4,180-mile journey.
He left me at home to go have fun.
I did. Somebody's got to make the money and the insurance and take care of me. So it was a good trip on the NT 1100, the first long trip we had taken, or I had taken. And like I said, we jumped out. It was went to Oxford, Mississippi, went to Deals Gap, hung out with Lou in Tennessee, then went to the Flyby in Marietta, went and saw my cousin in Howell. Then we went to
Michigan, that is.
Howell, Michigan. Yeah, that's right. And then went and stayed with Norm in Dayton and went to the Air Force Museum, which was amazing.
I wish I could have done that one.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. And then I went back to Athens for the BMWRA Rally. Then we went to the Moto Guzzi Rally. Then I came home to Metropolis, Illinois, stopped by and saw Superman, and then made it home. So it was a good trip. It was weird. 1 hour of rain, and it was about an hour from the house.
Yep.
And I called Jamie, and I said, man, I can't believe I made it. And
he jinxed himself.
I did. I jinxed myself bad. And so, it was a great trip. And we'll be doing something like that again. I wish Jamie could have came, but it's just one of those things that she had to work. So we'll start off. I went to Deals Gap. It got my first professional photo done at Deals Gap. That was the day I was just riding to go up to Lou's house. But we stayed at the Iron Horse Motorcycles Resort, which is one of our favorites.
Let me clarify. It was the first on the NT 1100. We've been on the Dragon multiple times with professional pictures.
Right. And
everybody say hi to Bandit. He's wanting to be part of the show.
Yeah, the cat thinks needs to be part of this show. So we're trying to see if we don't know what he's doing right now, but he thinks he needs to be part of this show. So yeah, so with that, yeah, like I said, went to Deals Gap. I camped there. So this trip was as much camping as I could do. And then we did stay at some hotels when we were doing when I was doing the rally. So some pictures from Deals Gap. If you haven't stayed at the Iron Horse Motorcycle Resort, they have a great facility there. And it's kind of like first come, first serve for dispersed camping. And then you can stay in those coaches or whatever.
Yeah, they have like covered wagon coaches with king size beds and everything else, and
a bunch of you can stay in
cabins,
and they have a bunkhouse, showers.
Bunkhouse, yeah. And their bathroom facilities are probably top notch. I mean, they are every bit as good as what you find in a hotel.
Yeah. Jamie's got a cat growing out of her head. And so Bandit's back there hanging out. But then, of course, I went by Deals Gap, hung out by the resort for a little bit. Jamie and I call that watching the wildlife.
Absolutely.
Because you just never know what's going to go on there. We've seen some pretty weird stuff there.
Yes, we have.
And then one time we saw an airplane motorcycle. Remember that thing that came in?
I don't remember that one. I don't know if I was that.
Maybe you weren't on that trip. So
no,
I didn't make it up, folks. There was a thing that came in that looked like an airplane. And but you can see the pictures a little better there. And then that's just me on Wahey Road, just kind of getting some pictures done and that sort of thing. But again, if you guys are on, just write a quick comment in there. Tell us you can hear us and tell us you can see what's going on. Hopefully you can hear us and everything.
You can even ask questions and we'll answer them.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll answer them, but no, we'll answer them. So then coming up, we've got, then we went to Flyby in Marietta, Ohio. And if you guys haven't done that rally, Norm does a great job with that rally. It's a week long, so you can kind of pick and choose the days that you want to go on the rally. But the riding's really good in that area. And man, they have both hotels. There's shuttles taking you downtown. There's a bike wash. Shout out to Jeremy. Did a couple really good rides with everybody there. But that rally is a can't miss. If you guys haven't been there, you should go do that rally. It was a lot of fun. I rode to Flyby with Lou. He let me, him and his beautiful wife Kathy, let me hang out with them before we came up to Flyby, and so we went up and did that. And I want to thank them for letting me hang out. That was a good time as well. Here's some pictures from a couple of things. So again, the bike wash. Jeremy and his Street Fighter, I chased that thing around. Well, I shouldn't say I chased it. He outran me, and I just kind of watched from a distance. And we had a couple of really good rides. But if you guys haven't made it to Flyby, it's probably the best MSTA rally that I've attended, and I really look forward to going. The riding's unbelievable. You're close to West Virginia. Just be careful. If Norm tells you it's what's he call it? A technical route, that means it's a goat trail. It's about 1.5 lanes wide, and it's twisty, and you gotta dodge, potholes from time to time. But
well, it's a good thing Norm got his ride in when he did, because a couple weeks later,
yeah, he broke his foot loading his bike on his trailer.
Yep, trying to get to the next rally.
And Norm is a beast when it comes to these rallies. So after that, he's fine back there. Cat's back behind the computer there. So if he unplugs this, then you'll know what's happening. Then I went so before I did this, ran up to my cousin's house, saw her, spent some time with her and her husband, Jeff. Then did some laundry, and then came back to Athens, Ohio for the BMWRA Rally. And this, folks, was a great rally because it's a camping rally. And you can see in the field, this was I think they said there was 600 bikes there, but there was about 300 people camping.
Wow.
And so that was pretty cool, and it was a good time. If you guys are here, can you guys see the comments? Can somebody post a comment just to see, make sure you guys can hear us. I keep seeing people bounce in and out, so I don't know if the volume's not working or you guys just get bored or you don't want to watch or one of the others. But just trying to see if it's working that way. Yeah, so on this rally too, like I said, a big camping rally, and we really had a good time at this rally. I got to camp up above, so that was kind of nice, and we did a few rides. I got to ride with Chris Parker, Moshe, I know I butchered his name, a couple other people, Royce, Joe Sokol, and I got to meet his brothers. It was a good time. So, but the BMWRA Rally was great, and really enjoyed camping at rallies. So that was just one of those things that I really like doing, and it's also one of the times that it's kind of how do you say it? I know that a lot of the MSTA people don't camp anymore, but this reminded me how much I truly enjoyed camping, and I'll have to continue doing some more camping rallies next year because that was a lot of fun. After we did that, on a Saturday, the Ohio Buckeye Moto Guzzi thing was going on in Zanesville, which was about an hour down the road. And so with that, we ran up there one day. We actually rode some motorcycles, and I got to test ride the Stelvio. I had tried to convince Jamie that she needed to let us get that motorcycle, and after looking at it, I'm really glad that we didn't, just because I wanted to, after riding it, I wasn't as enthused about it as I thought I was going to be. So it worked out. It worked out great. And but again, did that, and then we on the rally there. The one thing I didn't like about the Stelvio, it just felt like it was really underpowered. But on this picture here, this is Joe's new motorcycle, and it's beautiful, a V100, and the wind turbine edition, I think it was. So, and there's Jamie with our cat. Want to turn the light on?
Yeah, I think it's getting a little dark. Sun's going down.
So just some more pictures from the Moto Guzzi Rally. I don't know if any of you guys have ridden a Moto Guzzi. I love the idea of them. There were some really cool bikes there. There was about 40 people, I think, at that rally. So that was kind of cool. And it was a lot of fun as well. So, man, don't mind my bald head there. It looks like we got a little bit of thing there. But we're going to go back to the moto camping thing. And so Jamie and I didn't realize my socks were on top of there.
Well, evidently you had to dry them out.
I guess so. And but one of the things I really like about motorcycle camping is there's a couple things, right? It's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like doing it with Jamie because we always had a lot of fun doing that. It's hard to pack a motorcycle.
And I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I think with this bike, we could probably do that. And plus we've also limited how much we take with us and everything.
I think we've always done a pretty good job, though.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I mean, off and on, right?
Yeah,
I think
it depended upon the trip.
Right.
I mean, we went a full week out to Deals Gap and back and camped and all of that. And we were loaded up on the trophy.
Yeah. And we blew that shock out, didn't we?
We blew the shock, but I mean, we had everything on the bike.
We did have everything on the bike. And it wasn't because of that. Well, it was part of that, but that bike had 90,000 miles on it.
Yes.
It was getting a little old, but
yep.
But it's kind of funny. I carried everything, all my camping gear for this trip. I had my jet boil, my food, my pad, my pillow, my sleeping bag, tent, all on the back of the bike. So I could just take it off in one bag, drop it off, and then all my other bags had all the other stuff in it. But I know a lot of you guys don't like to camp. I really wish I'm contemplating trying to get together maybe an MSTA camping rally. I would like to try that.
That would be fun.
Yeah, just to see how many people would do it, just for a weekend, to see how many people would actually want to camp on the ground. And,
that would be cool.
But we've always had a good time doing it, and I just I don't know. I just really like, and something about a camping rally. We did Paonia one year, remember, and it was just the BMW rally there, and it was cool because everybody's just sitting around. And
that was in 2005.
Yeah, it has been a while, huh?
Yeah.
And so we need to do that again because that rally was awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
And
but 06.
But we can so this is Jamie and I, two of us. I'm a big boy, as you guys know. So, but this is a 3-man tent that we had. We easily slept in there. It was plenty of room, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
and you have the what is it called?
The vestibule.
Yeah, the vestibule to be able to put all of your gear and everything.
Right.
We didn't need it all inside the tent, but we did figure out you can use your riding pants and jacket to beef up under the pillows. And so, I mean, it makes a big difference.
So this tent, we had to retire. So this tent was 20 years old. So when I went to
And
the
well
last,
used.
yeah, when I went last year to Expo, I bought a new tent. It doesn't have a vestibule, but it's got pull out size enough, big enough that we can do it. I know you guys can see the cat back there. Now he thinks he's gonna try to get into my games and stuff, or he thinks he's gonna jump on the back of this chair, which he could be trying to do too. So here's a quick, this was in Kentucky. Remember when we did that Kentucky trip where we camped at that one place? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That was on the 2015 Versus that we had.
That was near the, no, I'm thinking of a different one.
Yeah. That was just in Kentucky. We were just up there in Kentucky. And as you can see, that's everything that we packed on the bike with clothes and everything. Jamie does a good job of getting all her stuff in a little compression sacks, and she's great at Tetris. So, and we even took our hammock at that time too. You can see our hammock up there too. So, but yeah, 2-Up camping, we really enjoy doing it, and we want to do more of it.
Yeah.
And so we're hoping that in the near future we get to knock out some of that and do that. So coming up, I will be camping at Star in Williamsport, Pennsylvania in a couple of weeks.
Another one I don't get to go to.
So
I have to teach the littles.
She will be she's not disgruntled about that either. She used to love Star when it was in June, but she didn't love the heat, or we didn't love the heat in June. So hopefully next year she'll be able to attend, which I think she should be able to for a little bit, part of it anyhow. So yeah, so I'll be at Williamsport. I'm camping at the River Run, I think it is. Yeah, I think River Run place. I know Mark Brunk and a couple others are going to have their big RVs. So if anything crazy happens, I'm going to be knocking on the door like a homeless person and seeing if I can get let in and everything. But I'll be camping at Star. So speaking of Star, so we're looking at, that's going to be in a couple of weeks. And so with that being said, yeah, that's in a couple of weeks from now. So if you guys haven't seen that, go to Ride MSTA. I'll put it in the comment section. So if you go to ridemsta.com, you don't have to be a member, and you can sign up and attend the rally. We'll be there. That rally is 5 days long, and so it's Saturday through Wednesday. Everybody leaves on Thursday. It's at the Genetti Hotel in Williamsport. Really looking forward to that. That should be a good time. And oh yeah, I guess I should do that. Put my shiny head back up there. So
hey, everybody's seen it. It's okay.
And so yeah, so and now to the fun stuff. So this weekend we got to get out on the bike a little bit.
Last weekend, yeah.
Yeah, last weekend.
Yeah. I got to get back on the scooter. I hadn't been on it all summer because of the heat and all of our trips, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, don't let him crawl up there. It was we really had a good time. So with the scooter, one of the things that we like about the scooter and being able to ride together is I can take out my little KTM, and we had a great time doing that, with out riding. We put 170 miles on the bike, and it was good. But Jamie's really getting the hang of it. If you haven't seen the video, there's if you go to the YouTube channel, you can see I did a little 2-minute video of her riding, and she's getting it down pretty good, having a good time, and she was squirting along pretty good. So
it's a lot of fun.
And but we've got a couple things now that the weather's cooling down. We'll get to ride a little bit more and do that. We're also planning on trying to do maybe a weekend trip, trying to do something like that.
Yeah, we're talking about actually packing up both bikes and just going. We'll stay somewhere. We probably won't tent camp,
Yeah, we
but
won't camp. Yeah.
we could try that too. It just depends.
Yeah, it'll probably be just we stay at an Airbnb or something overnight, or stay with her. We may go down to her dad's house, and he's a couple hours from here, and do that. But yeah, it was fun getting on the scooter and getting to ride a little bit. We had a great time. The weather was great. It wasn't bad at all. When you guys are riding as couples, how do you like to do it? Do you like her to be in front? Do you like her to be behind? How do you guys keep an eye on each other and that sort of thing? We're still trying to figure that out. What do you like the best?
You know, I like to follow you just because you know where we're going. I don't have my map turned on or anything. And so to be able to follow you is my preference. I mean, you're good at telling me where I need to turn, but
I'm good at telling her where to go. That's for sure.
But you know, you also asked me a really good question. Do I prefer to ride with you or on my own? And
oh, you mean on the bike?
On the bike.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Do I prefer to ride
She's
on the bike?
She's jumping ahead
with
of
you?
the script, so that's okay. I was going to ask that question, but it's okay.
But I really struggle with deciding between the two. I absolutely love riding with you and taking pictures, like not having to think about everything that's around me,
right,
and just getting to enjoy the closeness and the bond that we share with riding the same bike. But I also love, I have really come to love riding my own scooter and the freedom and just the fact that I have overcome my own challenge with riding. And I absolutely love it.
You know, I think the cool thing about it that I like about it is I like having you in front because I can kind of see what's going on. But I also I miss having you on the back, but I do like the freedom of, especially when I can get the KTM out and we can do that. I would never have you ride on the back of the KTM.
No.
But yeah, it's kind of a dilemma. And I know some of you guys out there ride with your spouses and you ride two up. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on that sort of thing? Let us know what you guys think. But it was fun, and
it was a lot of fun.
So I think, like I said, we're going to be going over a few things. We got stuff happening pretty much. I know this weekend we're here.
Yes.
So that's good. I know next weekend we're at a Overland thing that we're doing.
Yep.
Then I go to Star, so I'm at Star for that time. And I am going to trailer to Star just because I've got to take some things there for the MSTA, that sort of thing. If I could get away with that, I'd probably just ride it. But again, if it rains or something, it's easier to just take it in the bike and do that.
Especially for the long distance.
Yeah, and I'm not going to have unlimited time to get up there, so I'm going to pretty much grind it out in a couple days. I could make it in a day. But I'll probably take two long days or 2 days to get there. So I hope to see you guys at Star. I can't wait to get there. I can't wait till Jamie can attend again. I can't wait to get her bike at one of these rallies. So, we will be doing the Byway Boogie in November. So if it's not too bad, Jamie will be riding down there. So we'll do that on the scooter. So we'll be doing that. But now we come to the four-wheel section. So if we lose the two-wheelers, we hope you guys are having fun. We'll see you at Star. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all that sort of thing. But we're hoping you don't go anywhere because the truck part, the four-wheel thing is good too. Say that quickly, right? So, but with that, we'll kind of show you what we're doing here. So next weekend. Well, so last weekend we did Overland of America, and it was
hot. That's why we weren't on the bikes. We were at Overland America.
It was hot, and but it was a great time. We were in the Kuat booth. Shout out to Kuat; they do a great job with our. They sponsor our rack, and they do a great job. So we were there to help them out on that, and really enjoyed our time there. Like I said, the event, it was good.
It wasn't as good as last year.
It was, yeah. And I think they're doing some things to mix it up a little bit. but the crowds just weren't there. But it was fun. We had a great time because of just hanging out with all the vendors and the parties and all that sort of thing.
A lot of people we've been friends with and made some new friends.
Made some new friends, yeah.
And I even got Jerry in the swimming pool.
I know. I was in the pool twice.
He did it without me, folks.
I was in the pool twice, which never happens. And but one of the things is, I'll put it in the description. So this little cop car here, we actually had one of the guys in the booth went down a hill in the Barbie race on that thing and tried to kill himself. But it was funnier than heck. Again, that's our truck there in the middle, and then that was the Kuat booth that we were hanging out in. But yeah, it was hot.
It was hot,
really hot.
We had dropped in temperature, and that's why a couple weeks ago we got out on the bike, and then this weekend summer returned. It
did, with a vengeance.
Yes.
And so we did that, and then the weekend after next, right? Or
yeah,
no,
so not this weekend,
not this weekend, but next weekend, we will be at the Big Iron Overland Musical Festival / whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, this big crane is in West Mineral, Kansas, and it's like the largest.
It is in North America.
Yeah, and this thing's huge, folks. You can see how big it is there, and they have bands that play, and there's not a lot of off-roading that you can do there, but it's a great time. Everybody camps, all the families and dogs.
It doesn't do it justice. That picture makes it look like it's big. That's quite a distance away. Our Jeep could actually sit in the shovel of Big Brutus.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge.
And but it's always fun. We do take our bigger tent for that, but this year I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to take our rooftop tent and just take our smaller tent and use a small tent as something we change in and all that. You know, we'll just be doing that. But you'll see some pictures of that. If you guys are at Big Iron, make sure you come by and see us.
Yeah.
And it's always a good time. It's a bunch of bands play there and all that sort of thing.
And some vendors and good food trucks and just fun to be had by all.
Yeah, it's a great time. And then we wait a week.
No, a few weeks.
2 weeks, I guess. Yeah. Then we're off 2 weeks, and then we go to Rito, or otherwise known as Rendezvous in the Ozarks, and it is another one of our favorite overland things that we do. A bunch of people will go to this. There will be about 300 rigs at this thing, and everybody just kind of goes and enjoys their time. And it's a camping, and you know, you do get to wheel there, so we will get to wheel there a little bit. We'll get to get out on the trails and enjoy our time doing that, and just kind of hanging out and just doing that sort of thing. This time of year, we kind of sway from the motorcycle, even though we still like to ride because it's cooling down. But now we'll start doing a little more camping, a little more of the Jeep stuff, and we'll get ready for the end of the year and that sort of thing. But
yeah, this is the time of year we actually kind of don't have enough time for all of the hobbies that we do. So we have to give a little bit of time to the bikes and a little bit of time to the overlanding.
Yeah, we got to kind of pick and choose just because we like to do too many things. And, and with that being said, it's just we kind of run out of time and that sort of thing for any of this. On the overland front, or on the camping front, really do appreciate you guys subscribing. We've got 1.5K subscribers now, so it's actually it's actually grown very, very much so in the last couple of months. So we want to thank everybody for all of that support. We want to thank everybody who helps us out on Patreon and any of that sort of thing as well. We really do appreciate those people.
We love you guys.
And so thank you for that. And then so going forward, make sure you check out all of our socials. We're at Jerry and Jamie 2 Up on everything. So YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We don't do X too much. I have an X account, but we don't hang out too much on there.
We've been on TikTok.
Yeah.
But not in a long time.
We haven't I don't know if I want to do TikTok.
No.
I have a TikTok account so we can surf. That's about it. But yeah, go check out Jerry and Jamie 2 Up. That's all you have to type in and give us a thumbs up and all that sort of thing if you don't mind. And again, if you want to contact us, you can. The website is motoadrenalinetours.com. There is a Jerry and Jamie 2-Up tab on there that you can get a hold of us, or you can just email us or go to any of our social media channels, and we can. You guys can get a hold of us that way. Again, we want this video podcast thing to be for everybody. So the motorcycle thing will not just be dedicated to MSTA. It'll be for all of our motorcycle friends.
All 2 wheels.
All 2 wheels, right? And then the first part of the show will be that. The second part of the show will be 4 wheels. This week we're trying to figure things out, trying to get it. So next week the show will be an hour long. We'll do a half hour 2 wheels. We'll do a half hour 4 wheels. And we'll talk about certain things. We haven't decided what we're going to chat about there. But Jamie will have her own little section for her scooter.
Yep. If you guys have any questions, anything you want to know, how do we, pack for camping? How do we pack for the motorcycle trips? Whatever that you want to know from us, we'd love to hear from you.
And again, thanks again for everything that you guys do. We really do appreciate you guys. Really do want to thank you guys for watching. We've made a commitment that we're going to do a show a week, whether it's recorded or live. It depends on so next week.
Depends on life.
Yeah. Next week it will be Wednesday night. We'll be live. Wednesday night will be live. The next week I will be in Williamsport. So we'll tape it over the weekend and do it for that.
Yep.
And then, but there'll be a show every week, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yep. And when we are live, we would love to hear from you guys. Chime in and let us know that you're watching. We've seen several people pop in and out. And, also just a reminder, the Moto Adrenaline Tours, if you are interested in a trip that we do, whether it be 2 or 4 wheels, you can always send an email. Jerry will give you, all this hookup and let you know what it's all about. If you want us to plan it, he's your man. He takes care of all that. We can do it. And so again, we really do thank you guys. Next week we'll be back. We'll talk next week about I want to talk about kind of Jamie's experiences at some of these events that we go to on the motorcycle, from a female perspective. What would she like to see at rallies, and that sort of thing. And then the Overland thing we'll talk about. We're going to talk about our truck a little bit, I think, and kind of go over some of that stuff and kind of do a little introduction of our truck. So, all right, everybody, until next time, be safe, be kind, have a great time. Bye.